Caroline? Caroline? Caroline?
Hi. What is it? What's wrong?
I called your work. You weren't there.
But I left early.
But you didn't tell Val or anyone.
Well, I didn't think it was necessary. What's the matter?
I was just concerned. You never leave work in the middle of the day. I thought maybe you were coming down with something.
I didn't mean to alarm you.
That's all right. I guess I overreacted.
Well, it's nice to have a husband who cares enough to overreact.
So why did you leave work?
I was, making some preparations.
Preparations.
Yes. For you. And our future.
Preparations for our future. What does that mean?
Well, it means that I would kind of like to start practicing being a homemaker.
A homemaker?
Yeah, a real homemaker, though.
Oh, I see. So far you've been a fake one?
Well, I've been a career woman that happens to have a husband.
A career woman that can bake one hell of a souffle, though.
Well, from time to time, but I would like to be doing that more than just occasionally.
Caroline, what does this have to do with our future?
For the next couple of weeks, I am going to practice being a wife. I mean, a wife like I've never been before. You have to admit that sometimes my work has gotten in the way. Haven't you ever wished that I could be here for you more?
Caroline, I don't ever regret your work. Don't ever think that I do.
I'm not talking about regrets, honey. I'm talking about desires. Your desires. Specifically, I'm talking about your every desire.
What about my every desire?
Well, wouldn't one of them be to come home after a hard day at the office and find your wife waiting for you in a little apron with very little else on, slaving over a hot stove, maybe perspiring just a little bit, looking very available, and whipping up some steamy dish with an even steamier look in her eye? Now, wouldn't that be one of your desires?
Man does not survive by steam alone.
Now, Rich Forrester, you sound like you're passing up an opportunity of a lifetime.
I just don't want you thinking that all I want of you is a hot meal and a hot time in bed.
Just this one time, if that is what you wanted, I wouldn't be insulted.
Caroline.
Ridge, I want to be the perfect woman for you. I want to be the wife you've always wanted, in every way.
Well, what a coincidence.
Why?
Because I want to be the perfect husband.
Oh, my love, you already are.
And you'll be happy to hear that I'm going to quit my job.
You're quitting your job?
Taking a leave of absence.
Why?
Why not?
Ridge, you love your work.
Not like I love you.
Don't be silly.
I'm not being silly. I've got this insatiable urge to be around you more. Especially now.
Why now?
We seem to be in a roll, don't we? Getting closer every day. And, has been like that, hasn't it?
Yes, it has.
I mean, it doesn't happen very often to two people going through something like this with this kind of intensity.
It's like the planets revolving around the stars. The attraction never ends.
Sometimes I wonder if this kind of thing would end with the two of us just fusing together.
That's a very, very lovely idea. But it won't happen that way.
How will it happen, Caroline?
We'll both go on. Some ways. Separately. But in other ways together. I think that's the way life works.